everybody. Welcome to Toyah on Saturday at home. Guess what I'm waiting for? He's just coming. Yeah. Here he comes. Boom!
Ah!
Do you love me?
Yes, dear, I do.
Look at the weather. Look at that. We've been flooded out. Our alarm is bleeping away, short-circuiting. And look at my baby. You're off to the gym now. Are you going to be doing your martial arts?
No, that's tomorrow, dear.
What are you doing today then?
I am doing unbelievable stretches of parts of my body that have never built to do that.
He's doing Pilates. He's doing really well. Have a good session. I love my husband.
You're wicked. You're wicked.
Yippee! Hello everybody, I hope you're well. I hope you've had a fantastic week. The weather is just peculiar. Today we're going to do, I sound like a teacher. Class today, we are going to do Sensational. And the reason I wanted to add this again, because I know we've done it quite a lot through lockdown, is because this song is about the fact that we are all utterly unique. We are all special. It doesn't matter what body shape we are, what gender we choose to be, or where we're from, whether we have money, whether we don't have money. It's just about the fact we're all 7 billion of us floating on a rock in the middle of an unmappable universe. We are all so special. We are all so sensational. Hey little wonder, don't cry. You'll be fine, we're gonna fly. We are invincible. We are. Hey little starlight, hey little soul. Hey little girl, come rock and roll. Hey little satellite, burning bright. God made you to light the night. We are invincible. We are. Hey little star, look at you, you're so beautiful. Just like this universe, you are sensational. Hey little dreamer, look at you. You are so wonderful. Just like a burning supernova, you're sensational. Hey little dreamer, forgotten one, come with us, we're on the run. Hey little wonder, let's fly. Touch skin, what sky ignites. We are invincible. We are. Hey little star, look at you, you're so beautiful. Just like this universe, you are sensational. Hey little dreamer, look at you. You are so wonderful. Just like a burning supernova, you're sensational. 'Cause you're a star. Hey little dreamer, forgotten one, don't let them steal your sun. We are invincible. We are. Hey little star, look at you, you're so beautiful. Just like this universe, you are sensational. Hey little dreamer, look at you. You are so wonderful. Just like a burning supernova, you're sensational. Hey little star, at you, you're so beautiful. Just like this universe, you are sensational. Hey little dreamer, look at you. You are so wonderful. Just like a burning supernova, you're sensational. Hey little star, look at you, you're so beautiful. Just like this universe, you are sensational. Yeah, sensational there. I love singing that song and I hope you enjoyed it. It's been an amazing week. Cherry Red have been here at the house filming for the release of Sheep Farming in Barnet, and the wonderful Nigel Clark from the band Dodgy, who lives about 6 doors down from here, came and played the guitar for me so I could sing some tracks live, and that was amazing. We've had a lot of rain, and just before Cherry Red arrived, this kitchen floor flooded with about 2 inches of water. It's not so bad today, thank goodness, but that's how torrential the rain has been. And at the moment, our security system has short-circuited, so every now and then it's bleeping. So forgive me, I'm going to stay here and just see how much the kitchen floods. So it's been all change around here at the moment. I was supposed to be doing a TV programme. That can't happen because there's certain problems with COVID protocol. Nothing big, nothing huge, but frustrating. So officially, Simon Darlow and I started Crimson Queen 2 this week. And it all started around this beautiful song that I wrote, having watched the news last week and getting really upset with the explosion in Beirut. I played it to Simon and he just, I was on his piano and I turned around and he was in tears and he just said, wow, and that's it, we just started writing. So I'm really, really happy and very excited about that. There's also a potential lockdown album happening, which has happened between me and another collaborator who've been writing back and forth using the internet during lockdown. So there's a lot going on, so it's really good. But my whole year has just changed within a week. It's been quite unbelievable. So let's get to your questions. Dean Beagle, as an artist, how do you define success? This is a great question, Dean, because for me, success isn't monetary, even though that's very nice. Success for me is tuning into the creative process and the creative process flowing through you, whether that's as an actress or whether as a songwriter or as a painter, is that when you feel the flow. For me, that is success. And there are so many people around the world who never get recognition, they never get seen, but they still manage to remain creative. And going back centuries ago, when women used to paint around the kitchen table, they'd paint masterpieces. You had Dutch women who worked in kitchens who were so masterful at what they did when they were able to paint. They never got any recognition. So success to me is about the act of doing rather than the act of being seen, even though being seen and acknowledged is really important. But I'd say do not allow your creativity to be dampened just because you're not successful on the level of popular culture. So great question, Dean. Thank you so much. Rousing Roz, or is that Roz Rousing? Would love to see you with a female band again. Why haven't you done that? And what was your experience with Strange Girls who became the She-Devils? This is a really good question, and I don't really know how to answer it because a lot of my work comes to me, and with the She-Devils, it was just the right time for both Girls' School and I to work together. And would it happen again? I work with people because I feel a connection, so it's not always about gender. And what's really wonderful, I work a lot with Claire Grogan, and as many of you will know, Claire has an all-female band, and they're absolutely stunning. Hazel O'Connor, her acoustic setup is an all-female setup. It's just never occurred to me to do that exclusively, and I can't answer that. I suppose in my head I'm very much a bloke, and that might have something to do with it. But if the people are right, Jessica Gould, I'd love to work with, the harpist, she's phenomenal. We'll just have to wait and see. So you flummoxed me there, really flummoxed me. If you can hear the beeping in the background, it's because everything in the house is short-circuited, so I apologise. Now, this next question is amazing because I am not aware of this at all. And this is from Lance Timberlake. Did I know that Tilda Swinton had talked about my work in an interview? No, I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of it at all. Would I like to work with Tilda Swinton? I think the most important question there is, would Tilda Swinton like to work with me? Because I think she's of the calibre and talent where she has the choices. I would love to work with Tilda. It would have to be something completely off the wall. I think she's about a foot taller than me. She is the most gloriously talented chameleon. She can become whatever character she plays, whereas I think I'm someone that interprets lines rather than becomes the character. So it would be a very interesting match. So the answer is yes, 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 and yes. Take a look at this. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah. The garden needs it, but does it need it like that? Slowly, everything is flowing in. I'm going to take this opportunity to close the door. It will change the lighting, but the sound will greatly improve. And I think, can you hear it? It's just smashing against the door. I kind of love it. So, Phil Marriott. Hello, Phil. How are you? Thank you for your question. What was the reason for the spitting sound in IER, in the vocal? Was it a punk reference or something else? When we were writing IER, I was increasingly using my voice as an instrument. So Victims of the Riddle is a prime example, and very, very excitingly, we found the very first original improvisation of Victims of the Riddle. It exists only on one tape, happened at 1 a.m, I believe in the Marquee Studios, might have been Warner Chapel on Bond Street, but it was just me with Keith Hale in the room with me, put down a keyboard, and I did this improvisation. And very similar to IER, you've got to see the floor. Look at that, it's just water, look at that, it's just creeping in. It's not the river, it's purely the rain is so heavy. So with Victims of the Riddle, it was take a tin of unwanted embryos, paint a bird, watch it grow. With IER, I wanted to use sound as much as I wanted to use notation, so it became very na 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 hey the botch, na 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 hey Zion, Zion. So it was very much just interpretation of sound and using the voice, how a trumpet player would use their trumpet, something like that. So I was very much into experimentation, and there were other vocalists around the time who were doing similar things. I mean, especially Nina Hagen, who with the use of the German language could go really guttural. So thank you for that, Phil. It was just literally, I was experimenting with the voice. And it's something I would do live today if I wasn't doing blocks of shows, because it can really tire the voice for the next day. And I really love to have pure notes, because pure notes, and I tell every vocalist this, if you are singing, let's say, you need no volume in that. That note, that will cut through 2 drummers, 100 amplifiers, because there's something about high notes, they don't need volume, they just cut. So I always want to have the use of my top notes because it gives me a lot of presence on stage. And if I'm going to be doing bonkers vocals, you lose those top notes on tour. So I'm very, very careful about the songs we choose, mainly, not only for the audience, but mainly for my voice being in top form. So thank you, Phil, for that. Linda North. Next year, Electric Ladies Tour. What songs will you be doing together with Hazel O'Connor? Now, come on, Linda, come on. We've got to keep that secret, surely. We've already rehearsed, as you know, because we really expected to be on the road this year. The songs we've chosen are very new wave. Some are American. They're great songs to sing. I think I am going to suggest to Hazel that we do Heroes because of the uniqueness of this year. Hazel always wanted to do Heroes, and I said, oh, well, that's a bit, it's a bit obvious because I'm married to Robert Fripp, but now, in the light of the NHS and everyone that has kept this country running and kept people alive, I think we should do Heroes. So I'll let you in on that, but the others I want to be a surprise. But thank you, Linda. Peter Joel, you say, I love Blood Bruise Tattoo off Sunday all over the world. What do the lyrics mean? Thank you so much for this question. Well, Blood Bruise Tattoo, it's about the fact that we all have blood, and blood can bruise. I mean, that sounds really weird. But when I first got married, it was tough. It was a really tough time because I entered Robert's world. And Robert's world is very intellectual, and those kind of intellects just didn't like me or what I was doing. So everything was about me battling for my identity. So a benediction, a blessing, and the marriage was a blessing, but a juxtaposition. Reconciled by parody in the marriage zone, that's a question. The act of love bears no interludes. It is a blood bruise tattoo. So it's about pride, it's about losing your identity, fighting your identity. Red wears blue, swapping of gender roles. Counterpart, counterfeit, was everything, had I been sold a lie? Stage left, stage right, west crosses east. All about contradiction. Thank you so much for that question because you've given me the chance to answer it. Chris Ward from California, you ask, if I could take a trip to the moon or to Mars, would I? Well, this is a really interesting question, Chris, because I think now at the age of 62, no. Firstly, I can't afford to go to the moon. That's a costly ticket. But secondly, going to Mars, I don't think you'd ever return, not at this particular point in time. So if I was, say, terminally ill, then yeah, I'd have nothing to lose to go to Mars. It would be the trip of a lifetime. Also, I think when you get older, you feel your frailties, and I would feel so vulnerable, and I'm not sure I want to be stuck in a kind of capsule-shaped home for that amount of time and trusting it. And you hear that the astronauts have terrible constipation, they have terrible headaches because they have to slightly dehydrate. You know what? I'm not convinced I would do either at this point in time, but thank you for that question, Chris. It's a really good one. Daz, you ask, is it the rumour true that I'm doing Dancing on Ice? Well, I did the audition and I loved it, and I was on ice for the first time in 45 years, and I picked it up like that. I was doing quite advanced stuff almost immediately, and the memories were very happy because I trained to be Birmingham Junior ice skating champion when I was up until I was 11. So I trained from about the age of 7 to 11, and every single day. And I can remember seeing John Curry training next to me in the evenings. I would love to have done it. I did the audition. I don't think I'm on the shortlist even. Let's say I'm not doing it. I'm sure I'm not doing it. I've been seen for everything this autumn, and I've not doing any of those things. I'm just getting on, writing, being a singer, doing In the Court of the Crimson Queen 2, There is a movie that's about to be greenlit, and I will be doing that if that does go ahead. Again, COVID is pretty much interrupting everything. So, you know, fingers crossed. But we will get that album done with Simon Darlow, which is just great. John Willcox, hello from the USA. So good to hear from you. Which song has grown through the acoustic set? IER. Undoubtedly IER, because I'm not fighting drums and the volume of the guitar and all those kind of sonic layers are not interrupting me. And doing it acoustically, people can hear the lyrics. I can go tonally in places you just don't bother with a band because you know those tones won't be heard. And another song that has done really well acoustically is Little Tears of Love. It's phenomenal acoustically. Mike Nichols is on double bass, and it's just the boom, 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 boom. That pulse is gorgeous. I love doing it. And when I go into that higher octave, it just cuts beautifully. Love it. So thank you so much for that question, John, and really good to hear from you. Michael, Seattle. It's my favourite city, yes, and still is. Considering Bill Rieflin has passed away, would I go back there? Well, it's not just Bill. Bill lost his phenomenal wife, Frankie, a year before Bill passed away. And he had this gorgeous house with a veranda, and we all sat on that veranda night after night talking about our dreams. And it wasn't just Bill and Frankie. You had Peter Buck, you had other glitterati from Seattle. The memories are, you just can't go back to those memories. And I'm just not ready. I'm really not ready. And the family have kept the house. His sister owns the house now. And they said it's ours for how long and whenever we want it. It's an open door to us, which is very kind and very generous. I'm not ready to go back. But thank you for that question. Yeah, it's a good one. And Robert and I talk about it a lot, but still, no, not ready. Too painful. Slinky, what a great name. The work that brought you and Robert together, Lady or the Tiger, is it going to be re-released digitally or as a CD? Well, that's an interesting one, because I don't know. At the moment, we're working on Sunday all over the world, and Trey Gunn has gone through about 40 hours of rehearsal tapes. Hello, I've caught my husband coming in from training. Will Lady or the Tiger be released ever again, do you think?
Yes, it will be. But it all takes time. We're a very small company, DGM. We have many projects underway, and it will be released. It was where I met and fell in love with my wife.
It's an important one.
Yes,
important.
it is to me.
Well, thank you for that, Robert. So, everyone, thank you for your questions. We'll see you on Agony Aunts tonight. And don't forget Sunday lunch tomorrow. Robert needs saving on that. He needs your help. Forgive all the noise going on in the background. Torrential rain here. We're going to go out with the beautiful Trading Boundaries, or no, it might be Islington, because it's the band playing Broken Diamonds. You might not have heard that for a long time. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much for your lovely questions and saying how much this means to you and how much you enjoy these Talking Head broadcasts. Lots of love. Stay safe. See you out there. Bye for now. Broken Diamonds.